I was halfway through a mojito, watching the sun melt into the ocean off the coast of Santorini, when the captain's voice crackled over the loudspeaker. Not the usual, "we hope you're enjoying your evening" kind of thing. This one had weight to it. Serious tone. My stomach dropped before I even processed the words. He said we'd be turning back. Immediately. There was a medical emergency on board. And the next stop wasn't Mykonos like we'd planned. It was a port in Italy, way off our route, where emergency services would be waiting. That was it. The dream cruise I'd been planning for 6 months, gone sideways in under a minute. No more island hopping. No more perfect little Arabs I'd pre-booked. Just a bunch of scrambled plans, disappointed faces, and a giant question mark. And honestly, I felt horrible for the person who needed help. You could feel it. The whole ship was quieter after that announcement. But still, once the shock wore off, panic started creeping in. Because I wasn't just losing vacation time. I was losing money. Hundreds, maybe thousands, on things I prepaid for and couldn't cancel. Ferries, food tours, hotels, even a diving lesson I'd booked just for the story. All non-refundable. And then the worst thought hit me. Wait, was I even covered for this? I mean, I'd bought travel insurance. But not one of those big packages with all the bells and whistles. Just a basic policy I grabbed at the last minute. So, sitting on the edge of the bed in my tiny cruise cabin, Wi-Fi cutting in and out, I started digging through emails and login screens, trying to find out if I was completely screwed or not. And here's the twist, I wasn't. Turns out, the insurance I had actually did cover interruptions caused by medical emergencies, even if it wasn't my emergency. As long as it disrupted the trip I'd paid for, which it clearly did. And here's where I got lucky. The company I'd used, Aura's to insure, made it ridiculously easy to file. Not saying that as some kind of promo. I'm just telling you because I've dealt with awful claims before. Hours on hold. Vague policies. Denials over tiny technicalities. But this time, it was like surprisingly human. They asked for proof of the change in itinerary, which the cruise line emailed out. Receipts for the bookings I missed. A short explanation of what happened. No back and forth drama. No fine print catch. They processed it quickly, and I actually got reimbursed for most of what I lost. The thing that hit me hardest was how close I came to skipping insurance entirely. Like, I remember staring at the add coverage option before checkout and almost clicking no thanks. Because hey, what could possibly go wrong on a cruise, right? But travel is weird like that. It's magic and chaos in the same breath. You plan for sunsets and cocktails and end up rerouting to an Italian hospital port. You just don't know. So, if you're like me, someone who travels light, loves spontaneity, and doesn't like thinking about the worst case scenario, hear me out. Get the insurance. And if you want one that's not a total headache to deal with, look up auras.insure. You can Google it or check the link I'll put below. It's the one I use now every trip. No stress, no hard sell. Just a little hack I wish someone had told me about sooner. Anyway, that's my story. One cruise, one curveball, and one policy that actually came through. Hope it helps someone out there.